We're off to the Lone Star State to visit the American Airlines Center. Let's go. Hey there, welcome back to Rinks Around the League. I'm your host, Jeff Nash, and on today's episode, we're off to Dallas, Texas to visit the American Airlines Center, home of the Dallas Stars. Construction of the American Airlines Center began on September 1st, 1999, and opened on July 17th, 2001, at a cost of $420 million and is owned by the city of Dallas. The cost of the arena was funded by a public investment of $125 million, along with $30 million for infrastructure, with the remaining balance financed by the Dallas Stars and the Dallas Mavericks of the NBA. Its seating capacity is 18,532. Its scoreboard is 30 by 18 feet. Its average secondary market ticket price ranks them 24th in the league at $107. The public sector uses a hotel and car rental tax to pay debt services on bonds it issued to finance the public portion. It is reported that the two teams pay $3.4 million a year and have a 30-year lease agreement. American Airlines paid $195 million, roughly $6.5 million a season, for a term lasting from the year 2000 to the year 2030. Everything is bigger in Texas, and American Airlines is no exception. In fact, when you walk into the rink, you look around, you say to yourself, yep, I'm in Texas. From the sheer size of the building, to the food vendors, to the Dallas Ice Girls and cheerleaders, it's a rink Texas-sized. The rink itself has a Stars feel to it. The physical structure of the building seems to have points in the corners to give it a pointed star vibe. The building feels massive with huge banners and two large LED boards on the ends of the rinks to complement the scoreboard. They even have enough room left over to create a fairly large platform for their own cheer team to perform on. One thing I was pleasantly surprised with their in-game presentation was their nods to their neighbors in Houston, with lots of references to mission control, astronauts, stars, galaxies. It's kind of neat. Another thing that kind of surprised me was how effective that star is that they lower down for the players to skate out under. It's really simple, but really effective. It lights up and has spinning lights on it. It's really cool to see come down. Things I like about the building is it just has that polished feel to it. Fairly energetic vibe in the building with marching bands, an amazing in-game presentation, and cheer squads. A plaza outside that funnels fans into a main massive entrance. Lots of food and bev, and a large team store, plus lots of smaller pop-up stores to buy merch. And in the four corners of the building, they have these round columns that kind of act as big open-air columns. On the main level of these columns, they have displays of team history, as well as some interactive digital displays. As far as things I don't like about American Airlines Center, there's not much. Although, as an Oilers fan, that goal horn takes me back to Modano and Darian Hatcher. I've heard that way too many times. All right, everyone, the next episode of Rinks Around the League is going to be a special one as we travel to Detroit to visit both the Joe Louis Arena and Little Caesars Arena, both home of the Detroit Red Wings. As always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at _theRinks, on Facebook at The Rinks, and on YouTube at Rinks Around the League. Hit subscribe and ring that bell. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Like Grandma.
Hey, Dottie, it's me, it's Jeff.
Where are you calling from?
Texas.
Where?
Honest, I'll prove it. The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. I gotta tell you a quick story. When I was a kid, I think I watched Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure hundreds of times, and for whatever reason, I remember that line in that movie. And when we were in Dallas at the American Airlines Center watching a game, they actually played that in bowl at during one of the intermissions, and they played it and the crowd sang it. I thought it was the coolest thing because I thought it was just, I don't know, I thought maybe it was just a movie cliche, but the Texans really do sing it when someone yells out that line.